Yo, what's up guys? My name is GLOCO and welcome back to The Letter. We're now in part 4, and during the last part, we've seen that the 4 friends have finally got their reunion, and unfortunately, they all saw or caught a glimpse of the cursed letter. So from here on out, it's probably gonna be crazy. Hopefully, hopefully guys. And also, the choice I made during the last part was, in either the priest or the professor. I went for the priest because I did say that you have to fight the supernatural with the supernatural, if you know what I mean, guys. So anyway, the movie is over and night has fallen by the time we exit the movie house. Alright, despite the late hour, the streets are still bustling, full of people. Those about to head home, those set to meet someone, and even those simply wandering about. Walking in this sea of unfamiliar souls, it strikes me how easy it is for one to get lost in a city as nondescript as Luxborn. I was afraid too, at one point back when I was new and had just set foot in this place. Now, with familiar faces walking with me, it feels like a little like home. Zach and Ash bid us goodbye shortly before Becca and I crossed to the other side of the street. The former claiming he's got a few freelance jobs to take care of before the day ends, and Ash? Yeah, who knows, he never tells. Sometimes he'll just randomly appear at your doorstep looking for a place to crash. He does that to Zach a lot, but much to his friend's frustration. Although he's a busy guy too, in spite of the laid-back air he gives off.
Thanks for today, everyone!
Yeah, speed boost!
No problem, Zach. I'm sorry for what happened earlier.
Oh, come on, not here, you fucking bitch. Jesus.
Huh?
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. So the ghost isn't just situated in the mansion. It follows us. Well, that's a curse, guys. It follows you around. It doesn't sound so good with headphones on. Ah, damn. Ugh. A sensation. Cold, sickening, drowning, my chest tightening, breathing, becoming labored. I can taste blood in my mouth, the edges of my vision blurs. In the distance, amidst the countless nameless people going about their lives, a voice reaches out to me. God, that shrivels down my freaking spine. Pleading, even as I clench my eyes tight and clasp my hands over my ears. Oh shit. Whispering and whispering and whispering. Calling out. Oh, that is so unnerving. Ugh. What's gonna happen?
No.
Oh, fuck.
Not me.
Oh, come on. Shit. What's gonna happen? If you're gonna jump out, do it now, cause like, oh fuck, I'm not ready for this.
Isabella? Earth to Isabella?
Becca, please help me. Oh god. Whew. Holy shit. At her voice, the whole world suddenly snaps into place. The murmur is gone. When I open my eyes, Becca raises an eyebrow at me in question.
Weren't you listening? Are you coming with me? Oh, yeah. Just... Okay. Sorry. I spaced out.
Oh, that was more than spacing out, girl. Jesus
You always
Christ.
do that.
I follow her without complaint, but not before sneaking a glance to the far end of the street, where the voice came from, where another set of eyes might be peering at me. Nothing. There's only Zach and Ash watching over us as we head back to where Becca parked our ride home. If I'm expecting to see something or someone there, I try not to let it show. I try not to think of the tiny pinpricks of fear crawling at the pit of my stomach.
See you guys some other time.
Alright, man.
Yeah. See ya.
Poor Isabella, Jesus Christ! I don't want to be in this kind of situation. Not at all. That's gonna drive me crazy, guys. Jesus. Whew. Another glance, and with a final wave, we go off our way. Sorry, I was adjusting my seat. I don't know what I saw. I don't know what I heard, and I don't want to know. And if this is what will help me sleep tonight, what will give back that normalcy, then so be it. October 22, Saturday. The darkness closes around me, grasping, pulling, engulfing me. The ground caves in without warning. I'm falling. What the fuck? What? Oh, wow. Oh, hey! This is what the gaming house looks like. You know, somehow. I think it's a bit messier. I mean, I'm talking about the gaming house. Or maybe at least messy. Yep. Underwear is over there. How come her panty looks like briefs? I don't know. Cup noodles everywhere. Oh, I wish we had cup noodles, but dishes, unclean dishes and all that stuff. And a messy bed. Yep, that's pretty much it. Oh, look at that! Pictures of Becca and everyone else. Let's see, what else does she have? Yep. Typical boy's bedroom, if you ask me. Alright. For an instant, it doesn't immediately register where I am. Both my back and shoulders are aching from me having fallen asleep, all hunched up on the night before. Wow, I'm surprised you actually got to sleep alone, Isabella. Jesus. Drenched in sweat, the nest of pillows I often keep around me feels more suffocating than comforting. I'll let my eyes adjust to the bright morning light streaming through my window and allow my breathing to slow down before untangling myself from the pile. I haven't had a single dream since coming to Luxborn, or at least none I can recall having. It's a shame because they used to be so vivid. Not that crazy vivid, but the more pleasant kind I'll tell my siblings about. Maybe it's just the stress of living alone. The knowledge that that I'll always wake up in an empty apartment with no one to tell stories to.
What time is it?
Do you sleep with that the same outfit, Isabella? Habit forces me to look over the clock, even with the soreness weighing heavily on my shoulders and the compulsion to never leave my bed for the day. In a heartbeat, I'm up.
Oh man, of all the times to oversleep! Towel? Towel? Where's my towel?
Admittedly, it's a weekend, and as an unspoken rule, that entitles me to extra hours of sleep. But if Rose didn't kill me yesterday, she sure as hell will now. And right after what happened. Oh lord, one box of donuts as peace offering won't be enough the second time around. Grabbing my towel, I'm already a few short steps away from the bathroom when a muffled ringing breaks out from my bag. There's a moment of indecision at first. My mind conflicted whether I should just ignore or answer it. What if it's Rose? Or worse, our boss? Sheesh. In the end, the rational part of my brain wins out. The letter from yesterday peeks out when I pull the device out. That sucks. Just the sight of it is enough to put me in a foul mood, and it takes every force of will for me to ignore it in favor of answering the call. The caller ID reads Mama. Oh, Mama! Oh god, long distance! It's around 4:45 p.m. in the Philippines right now. Alright.
That's an unusual time for them to call.
Hey, why? 4:45 p.m. is when people are already out. Usually it's around noontime here and I'm the one calling, not the other way around. Better for them to use that money on something else than an international call. True, it's very expensive. Regardless, in the most cheerful tone I can gather. Hello?
Hello? Grace? How are you?
Wow, Mama, you speak good English with a really nice intonation.
Mama! I'm doing okay. How are you guys over there?
We're good. EJ won a storytelling contest at school the other week. Brought home a medal. I thought you should know.
Yeah, the Filipino families like that, freaking achievements and stuff. There's a tired lilt in her voice as she speaks. It's been there since Papa had to leave his job. I wish there's something I can do for her. But from miles away like this, the least I'm able to do is not make her worry. If only my older brother would actually lend her a hand, but Lord knows if that will ever happen. Odds are, Kuya Jordan's already out drinking right now. Kuya is one way to call Aniki or Onichan, for the weebs out there. Again, can't count on my older sister either, knowing she has a family of her own. And, well, Ate Anne's financial situation isn't exactly great right now, having run herself knee-deep in debt. Ate means the opposite of Kuya. Alright, One-sama, One-chan.
Great! That's great! Tell him congratulations from me. And let him know I'm gonna send him a little something extra this Christmas.
Cool shit.
How about Nico? Karen? Michael? I hope they're okay?
Si Nico, Karen, Michael.
They're doing well. They wanted to talk to you, but they're all busy with school.
Wow. You have lots of siblings. She has lots of siblings.
Oh no, that's fine. I don't want to bother them. Just tell them to keep doing their best for me. I'll just call back when I know they're not busy.
Actually, typical Filipino families have lots of siblings or kids. Oh, I have 3 siblings.
And Papa? How's Papa doing?
It's a subject I'm a bit hesitant to broach, and from the way Mama's voice hitches, she also doesn't want to bring it up.
Papa. Grace, he's having a little difficulty right now. Weak appetite, he's having trouble swallowing, and lost a few pounds.
Does he have a sickness or something? Tuberculosis or something? What?
But the doctor said we should keep encouraging him. It just means his body's accepting his new treatment well.
I see. Or maybe cancer.
The money you sent last time helped a lot to pay for it, by the way.
Good shit.
Oh, I see. That's good.
I won't deny that life has gotten tougher for our family. I used to be easy back when Papa was in good shape. But ever since he was diagnosed with a sickness 5 years ago, he has been unable to provide for us. Oh, a sickness 5 years ago? Probably cancer then. Now the burden of feeding 8 mouths and... Wow! That's a big family. It's a typical Filipino family without, usually that's experienced by... sorry to say this term, but the lower class. Okay, I don't really want to call it the lower class, but you get my point, guys. Okay, all right. So now the burden of feeling 8 months and settling Papa's bills all rest on my shoulder. Poor Isabella. Damn. Although Mama makes a little, accepting sewing and laundry jobs in our neighborhood, it's scarcely enough to cover the costs of day-to-day living, let alone the bloating hospital bills. Nah, jeez, that's not enough. Not enough at all, especially when you're in the Philippines. God. We can't even expect help from our own government because the health insurance there barely covers anything! Fucking right! You tell them, girl! Jesus, that's true! Our health system here sucks! Even the insurance here sucks! I should know! Nursing?
I'm sure he'll get better soon. Is he well enough to talk? Do you think I'll be able to speak to him, Ma?
Silence. I think the call got cut until...
Listen, Grace. Maybe it's better if we transfer Papa to a different hospital. Somewhere cheaper?
What? Why? Did something happen? Is it the deposit issue again? Give me the hospital's number. I'll talk to them.
No, it's nothing bad. The service here is good. Too good. Even the doctors. But I'm worried you're working yourself to the ground because of it.
Mama, we've been through this before. I want the best for Papa. And don't worry about the bills or the medicine, or me for that matter. I can handle myself. Everything's going well here. In fact, we're about to close a large sale.
Hopefully. Man, Isabella's a really nice kid. I mean, girl. She cares so much about her family. Not a lot of people do that anymore. Like, even admittedly, I mostly care more about myself than my family right now. Oh well. If not, then I'll find another way. She doesn't need to know that. Sorry, Mama, you taught me not to lie, yet look at what I'm doing.
I'll have money to send over soon to cover the rest of Papa's treatment. And there's more than enough for Karen, Nico, Michael, and EJ's school tuition for the next semester, too.
Thank you so much, dear. I appreciate it. We all do. But I just wish you'd come home to us soon.
Kailan ka uuwi? Translation, when will you come back? When are you coming home? There you go. EJ, the youngest, used to be the sole person asking me that. How do you respond to a question you don't have a definite answer to? 5 years later, and I still can't give them a straight one. I smile though, but I can't see it. I fight to keep my lips from quivering, my voice from shaking. She's got enough on her plate as it is. No need to weigh her down with unnecessary concerns.
Promise me you'll be there to welcome me when I do, okay?
Of course. I'm sorry, Grace. I need to take this for a while.
There's a small commotion on the other end. The sound of gates opening, the voice of a child. EJ talking excitedly about his day at school, the tapping of feet on the floorboards as he runs. It's been years since I went home, but I can still picture the whole scene in my mind. How tall is he now? Are the neighborhood kids bullying him now that I'm not around? Did Mama rearrange the furniture in the living room again? What are they having for dinner today? I miss them. I miss them so much.
It's okay, Ma. I need to go too. I've got work today. I'll call again soon, alright?
On a Saturday? Oh, never mind. Take care of yourself, dear. I love you.
What the fuck? That was the roof. Okay, I think it was the tree I cut a while ago. I'm sorry about that.
I love you. Bye.
It ends with a soft click, leaving half-truths and empty promises hanging in the air. Ah, man, this is such a heartfelt moment. Ah, dude, I didn't expect that in this game. it just feels like it's kind of relatable. I've been away from my hometown as well, away from my family. Usually, I just meet with them like once every year on Christmas. That's it. That's the only time I go home to my province. Same with the other guys here in the gaming house as well. And even my girlfriend is kind of like Isabella. You know, Deng-chan, she always misses home. She's more close to her family than I am. Like I said, I don't really care that much about my family anymore. Just care about myself for now. But still, things like this is still kind of nice to see. Alright, so... oh well. Closing my eyes for a moment, I take a deep breath and shake away from my head the thoughts beginning to swim inside. It's pointless to mull over these things right now.
Okay, Isabella. Time to get that mansion sold.
Yeah, you go, girl. Unfortunately, before I can take a single step away from the phone, it rings again. No doubt Mama forgot to say something.
Mama? Did you forget anything?
It's Rose.
Excuse you? I'm too young to be your mom. Are you still sleeping? Hold on, never mind that. Get yourself in the office. Hurry!
Office? What about the open house? Oh no. Is it Sir John? Did he hear about yesterday? Am I in trouble? Oh god, oh god, oh god! I'm gonna get yelled at, aren't I? What do I do? I'll buy you an extra box of donuts if...
No, it's nothing like that. Will you calm down? Get yourself here, alright? I'll tell you everything then.
There's the telltale din of several feet shuffling against the wooden flooring and an indistinct yelling in the background before Rose cuts the connection. That isn't in any way comforting, but it's enough reason for me to hastily discard my phone to my bed and finishing my shower in record time. I make it to the office within 20 minutes of leaving my apartment, completely disheveled and out of breath. A feat if I take into account my usual travel time. Routine clamor common to Briar Reality Corporation's Duxbury office greets me as soon as my foot crosses the threshold. Papers rustling, telephones ringing at sporadic intervals, agents talking at varying volumes, staff moving about, and...
Where the hell is C? Where are my employees?
Oh god, freaking typical boss.
What the actual fuck, guys? Of all the times to disappear without notice.
Holy shit, what the? That's a toxic workplace, god. Oh man, I kind of feel lucky I've never experienced being in a corporation like, hey, this Yang Mobile right over there. The developers. The Gundam right over there. My boss's words turned muffled as someone else closes the door to his office, likely the work of our HR manager. Throughout the past weeks, he's been in a bad mood over a few employees who have failed to report to work. I hear they're still trying to get hold of them, but to no avail. The result is half their workload have been shifted to all available staff so as to not lose clients. Not that I mind the extra work, if anything, it means I'll have more to send to my family back home. Although the rumors of a branch closure circulating because of this is indeed a bit worrisome. My bag barely touches the top of my table when Rose pulls me aside.
Here, I need you to help me with these papers.
Alright.
If you could also get these signed and photocopied before lunch today, that would be great.
Alright, one after another, she thrusts a bunch of paperwork into my hand without explanation. A page flutters away from the top of the pile, and I lean down to pick it up, my eyes scanning the top of the page as I straighten. A purchase and sale agreement. Oh, Rose simply gestures her thumb towards our visitor lounge when I tilt my head in question. There, seated on the sofa and looking completely out of place in the humbly decorated room, is the same couple from the day before. Wow, are they gonna buy the mansion? Yes, the right. Something bubbles up in my throat. Their presence in the office can only mean one thing.
They're buying it? We got a deal?
Well, that's pretty apparent, guys. She swats at my hand, tugging her sleeve, although her eyes are alight with something akin to joy. She wants this sale to happen as much as I do, and now that it's here, the deal needs to be closed yet. Documents need to be signed still, but the elation is there. Along with the foreboding feeling I can't quite pinpoint.
I had to do a little damage control, but they're already interested in acquiring the property, even before they attended the open house. I mean, isn't it obvious? They already hired an interior designer. I've never seen a buyer as aggressive as Madame Wright. She didn't even try to negotiate a lower rate.
Whoa.
One at a time, Rose. I can't process everything you're saying at once. What do you mean?
They want to buy their house, Isabella, Jesus!
Paying 15% higher than the listing price, as long as we get the paperwork done as soon as possible.
Ooh.
I think if we allow it, they'll be paying up front, too.
What the
Even
wow.
with that urban legend?
Shut the fuck up, Isabella. They're buying the freaking house. Isn't that what you wanted? Rose nods.
Oh. I was so sure we lost the sale after yesterday.
Don't look so surprised. We still have to conduct some last few checks before we completely hand it over to them.
Please. I'll happily do the paperwork duty, Rose. I'll even go to the land registry myself and make sure the property changes hands with every single legal blessing.
Don't they have better things to spend money on? I'd haggle it down to the lowest possible price if I were in their place, especially with the stories attached to it. Not that my opinion matters one bit here. We're just their agents who are going to receive the hefty commission after all, nothing more. Rose gives me a pat on the shoulder, signaling she's heading back to them, and an unspoken instruction for me to follow after I'm done. It doesn't take me long to finish what work she left me. In fact, having the boss sign the agreement is the easiest since it has put him in a better mood. Much the entire office is relieved. Ma'am Hannah calls me over the moment she notices my presence at the lounge door. She welcomes me with a bright smile, her movements more open than what one will typically expect from a passing client to have.
Oh, Isabel! How are you
Isabella.
feeling? You looked awfully dreadful yesterday.
Oh yeah, that was all yesterday. Holy shit.
Isabella,
Alright.
I'm fine now, ma'am. I appreciate your concern.
I really don't understand why they can't get my name right. It's a fairly common name. It shouldn't be too hard to remember. Regardless, I had them their copy of the agreement.
Wonderful. Your team works unbelievably fast.
Well, we need the money. Money talks. Ma'am Hannah skims through each of them with a scrutinizing eye, checking every page for any inconsistencies and errors. Despite the unassuming impression she gives off, she appears fully aware of what to look for and the process that goes into contracts like these. It is surprising, to be quite honest, and I haven't pegged her for someone who is well versed in these things. Yet, here she is. She shows some of it to her husband, and he responds with the same passive interest as if he's more than happy to leave everything to her. I can't tell if it's purely because he believes she's capable enough, doesn't care about what they're buying, or he simply finds such paperwork tedious. Apparently satisfied with what she's seen, Ma'am Hannah claps her hands together before extending it to us for a shake. Rose and I release the breath we have been holding, both of us more than happy to return the gesture.
That settles it then? Are you really sure about this property,
Shut
ma'am?
the fuck up, Isabella! God fucking damn it! Rose, can you tell something about the... Can you fucking talk to Isabella, please?
We could easily find you a bigger one among our current listings. Something with a modern touch?
Something not haunted, perhaps. Rose shoots me a warning glance that clearly says, "Don't make a scene, we're almost there yet." Fucking
Of
Rose.
course, why wouldn't I be? The house is absolutely perfect, isn't it, darling?
A helipad would still be a nice addition.
Wow, a helipad. Fucking
Yes, well, we'll get there eventually, love. As I was saying, if your partner had the documents yesterday, we would have bought it right there immediately. Shame she didn't have it.
Well, sorry.
Well, there's still a few necessary documents we need you to sign after, but we'll let you know once we have those finalized. We'll be handling the process for the rest, so don't worry about it, ma'am.
Within a week, I hope.
Mm-hmm.
We still have a housewarming party to plan after all. You know how much thought should be put into those things.
Okay.
There are servants for that, darling.
Servants, slaves.
Love, wouldn't it be better if we handled it ourselves? A personal touch of sorts. It is our housewarming party and our new home.
No more than a week, ma'am. Barring unexpected delay, of course. You can leave it to us.
All right. That's her sales lady smile there. All right. Nice. I wonder where they actually lived before. Probably bigger than the freaking mansion, but why?
Excellent.
I need to
Well
know
then,
why
I'll
they
leave you
wanna-
two to it. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. Oh, and before we forget,
She discreetly folds something into both our hands and winks, a finger raised to her lips, demanding our silence.
I know both of you worked hard on getting us this beautiful mansion.
Wow, a little bit of bonus. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Did I mention we reward our people generously?
But this is... Ma'am, I can't accept this.
Shut the fuck up, Isabella. Grab some fucking money. Give it to her, Papa. It's your family in the Philippines, and, be done with it, alright?
Don't you worry, darling. It's a small thing coming from us. Consider this your bonus for a job well done.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Hannah. She smiles sweetly like this is simply the most normal thing to do in the world. You have no idea what rich people can do, guys.
Oh, before I forget, my lovely interior designer would appreciate it if you hand her a copy of the floor plan as soon as possible. She's dying to work on the house.
Dying to work on the house. I hope that's not a foreboding omen or something.
You can do that, yes? Here's her contact.
Certainly, ma'am. We'll have it processed as soon as possible.
I knew I could count on you, lovelies. I hope to see you two soon so we can get this closed.
Just like that, transaction over and done with. My mind's still reeling over after they've left. Other agents will kill to have clients like them. Damn. A part of me feels lucky about the fact. No lengthy negotiations, no sudden change of minds, just talk, signatures, a few handshakes here and there, and we're done. The other part? A second ago, we sold a haunted property to 2 innocent clients. Sure, the commission is big enough to continue funding Papa's treatment and hospitalization, big enough to pay for all 4 of my younger siblings' schooling. Heck, it would keep me away from instant noodles. Noodle died for months, and I don't have to go back to the mansion as well. Once the deal has been closed, much to my sanity's relief. But will will your conscience accept that, Isabella? But knowing something is in there, and we gave it to the good couple despite that. Oh, Isabella, the things you do to sell a house and get money. Papa won't be happy with that. At least I have good news to tell them the next time I call home. The little lie I told Mama this morning isn't a lie anymore.
Well, there's something. So how does it feel?
How does what feel?
What?
Your first big multi-million-pound sale, silly. I know you've been with us for years, but this has got to be memorable for you.
Memorable is an understatement, Rose.
Come on, show some enthusiasm. They gave us a bonus, too. Aside from the commission and the other bonus boss promised. What are you going to do with it?
I don't know. Send it home, probably?
Yeah, if I was Isabella, if, in my present state right now in my real life, I would keep it. Use it for the gaming house or something.
All of it?
Not everything, of course. Most of it. I'll leave some for my living expenses.
There you go.
Listen here, Isabella. I'll teach you something I should have told you before we ended your training.
She slings an arm over my shoulder and leans in closer to my ear as though she's about to share a big secret.
It's okay to celebrate from time to time.
Yeah, but
I don't get it.
actually that's true. Alright, enjoy the little things, guys.
It's simple. Go out, do something for yourself. Throw a party and treat your friends to free food. Didn't you say
That's
the
a
last
Filipino
one
thing as
some
well.
sort of tradition back at home for you?
Yeah, exactly. There you go. This freaking game really speaks to my mind. Jesus Christ. One thing I'm saying something, and then after that the game says the exact same thing. Jesus, what the fuck? Yeah, again, I confirm that. It's a thing, guys, alright? No matter how poor you are, once you get a big amount of money from something, it's kind of like a mandatory thing to like throw a party, like buy drinks for your friends and stuff. Let's just celebrate, you know, again, enjoy the little things in life. All right.
Hello, this is practically a done deal.
Isn't throwing a party a bit excessive?
Your call. I won't say no to an invitation, by the way, in case you really are planning to throw one. A few drinks would be nice too, thank you very much.
Hey, you received the same kind of bonus, I think, Rose. So why not? How about you? How about we split the bill, huh?
I don't think my apartment's big enough for that.
You could always move? Bloody hell, you're working in real estate.
Shut the fuck up, Rose.
I think I'll pass. That's too much of an unnecessary expense for me.
Rose doesn't really understand the situation we're in.
But I did promise Becca free lunch in case the sale goes well.
You go do that.
Oh, yes.
Hold on a sec.
She quickly removes herself from me to answer the phone on her desk. Her tone shifts from playful to professional in the span of a few seconds.
Today? Not a problem, ma'am. I could bring you a copy of the contract if...
Must be another client. Wow. Nothing surprising there. She's one of BRC's top agents regardless of how modest she appears. A saleswoman through and through. I, on the other hand, have very little knack for it. Of course, I learned eventually. I had to. But someone else will, without a doubt, do a better job. Once, though, in a drunken supper, Rose told me a story of what it could have been. Years ago, wide-eyed, young, and brimming with yet-to-be-fulfilled dreams and ambitions, she was a term or two away from a nursing degree. What the fuck is this game? Why does it speak to my fucking life so much? Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Alright. Out of courtesy, I never pressed on the matter further. But perhaps it is where the sense of fondness started. A small connection due to one similar experience in our respective lives. Of goals we both let pass us by because of the circumstances we're in.
I'd be happy to discuss this over tea, ma'am. All right, I'll be there. Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
New client?
Reassigned.
Reassigned?
Have you heard from Mark at all?
Not since the first visit to the mansion.
Jesus.
Why? No news from the HR yet?
Oh shit. So there were other agents who took on the mansion thingy and they are now disappeared. They've now disappeared. Oh my god. Oh, okay.
None at all. Boss thinks he ran away.
Oh, this is bad.
I doubt it, though. He's too much of a wimp for that. There must be another reason. Who knows? Anyway, I've got to meet this one. I'll see you later.
Alright. She throws a casual wave over her shoulder as she rushes out of the office. The lunchtime bell sounds shortly after, followed by the chatter of fellow agents also heading out for a much-needed break. Ordinarily, there's no need for me to go out. But oversleeping didn't allow me the luxury of packing my own lunch today. If one can consider taking an instant noodle cup from my pantry, packing your lunch. Time to make good on the promise I made Becca to, I suppose. Maybe invite Zach and Ash too. Hey, that would be nice. In the end, only Becca and Zach could come. Ash, on the other hand, can't be reached. All of my calls went straight to his voicemail. He's at it again, right here today, gone the next day. Oh well, his loss. We've agreed to meet at a nearby cafe, the same one I usually frequent with Becca because it's cheap and they give away free bread around closing time. I'm never saying no to free stuff. Yep, never say no to free stuff, guys. Quaint, a little old-fashioned, though looks a wee bit out of place amidst the city's tall buildings, but we love it all at the same time. All the same, sorry. Much like the small building's facade, the interior carries an antiquated charm to it. Vintage art pieces and a row of shelves boasting an extensive collection of books cover the walls. It would have been nice to hang out here for hours on end, but even on a weekend, the place is still packed with people. Thankfully, Becca and Zach have already found seats and is engaged in some casual chatter when I arrive. It's strange seeing the two of them without Ash accompanying the other. They've never been particularly close. Though they talk when they meet, laugh at the same thing when there's something funny, but there's distance. The kind born purely out of differing interest. That or Zach's simply afraid of Becca. It's not impossible, and I won't blame him if he is. He might be the tallest in our group, but everyone knows that means nothing against Becca's temper. Even I am a little scared of her. A little.
Zach! Becca!
Well, you seem to be in a better mood today. What happened?
I got the moolah.
I know that smile, Belle. Come on, still.
Don't rush me. I'm still trying to find the proper words for this.
How come her voice is suddenly really, really loud?
Let's order food first, okay?
I mean, Becca. A waitress comes by to take our order. On a normal day, me and Becca will order a hearty serving of their special vegetarian stovies. That takes anything with a good helping of meat, sausages, or potatoes in it. Gotta feed the big guy. But today's a good day. Great, even. It's not wrong to indulge a little, right? Not at all.
Today's special. For the three of us.
Even the person jotting down our order looks surprised at today's meal choice. She writes it nevertheless and leaves without a comment. Becca furrows her brows in consternation, her mouth halfway open, ready to let loose a string of reprimands like, what?
Don't worry, it's my treat.
Look at Becca's face. The glare Becca sends me reminds me of the one I got from Mama when I punched a kid bullying my younger brother 18 summers ago. Naturally, I never did it again after she made me apologize the next day. But Becca's far from being my mom. A small sheepish grin is enough to dissolve that frown into a defeated sigh. Food arrives in the middle of a funny story from Zach, putting the rest of the first conversation on hold as we are each served our order. It isn't anything fancy. Woohoo! Pan-roasted sea bass with citrus-dressed asparagus and a portion of mashed potatoes on the side. Or at least that's what the daily special board says. Alright, never did pay any attention to it whenever I come here since they price whatever's written way above what I'm willing to spend food on a single day.
Oh good. I'm so hungry I think I'm dying.
You're always hungry.
Hey!
Yeah.
Not all the time.
Let me guess. You skipped breakfast again.
Not on purpose. I may have overslept by a few seconds today.
Few seconds.
Right then. Stop stalling, Isabella. What's this about?
Let us say, Rebecca, she wouldn't be inviting us out if it wasn't worth hearing out.
Yeah, audio medic.
Well, we're waiting.
I'm treating you guys to a once-in-a-century thing.
What's in a century? An expectant grin breaks out my face, except...
I'm sorry, say that again.
Wait, what?
And this is important because...
But Becca only raises an eyebrow at me, while Zach appears like he didn't get the punchline to another lame joke Ash made, and is desperately searching for someone to explain it. Oh, she actually made a joke? What? Oh, okay, so I guess I have the same reaction as Zach and Becca then. I'm confused. What the fuck? What? What? I think the funniest thing we can do is Ash is not here, so we should celebrate. How about this? Let's make a joke against Ash, because fuck Ashhole, right?
Okay, let me do that again. We should celebrate because Ash Hole is totally missing out on my first treat ever.
Yay!
I'm sure Ash has his reasons.
Oh, come on.
He hasn't even apologized for calling me a scaredy cat yesterday.
Oh, Becca cares so much about Ashhole, how she likes him. A half-hearted complaint without any meaning to it, done more out of a habit than with any real malice or hatred to it. After all the times he's called me a scaredy cat, the word itself has completely lost its meaning. Imagine that! There's disappointed, of course, in knowing he's off who knows where while we're having fun here. Sheesh, don't just disappear off the face of the planet without telling
You
anyone.
aren't really upset about that, are you?
No, not really. But it's his loss for missing this once-in-a-century event.
He did seem to be in a hurry when we parted last night after the movie. Said he got a big lead on his case.
Oh, yeah, he mentioned that. But you know how he is about his work. Everything except his unholy love for bad puns is a secret.
He never mentioned those to me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I ain't surprised. He's more tight-lipped with this one. Something about it being bigger than what they usually let him handle.
Don't worry, Becca. I'll make him talk.
It's not necessary. He'll talk when he wants. And if what Zach says is true, it's better if we keep our noses out of this. His job isn't exactly a walk in the park. We'll only get in the way if we pester him about it.
Come on, this kind of feels like, I fucked up.
Well, he better treat us to something other than ice cream once he solves that one. That's Scrooge.
Look at Isabella, just landed a big deal, got a bit of money, and now she's telling people that they're Scrooges.
But that's not really why you asked us out, right?
She gestures at our food with her hand as though it's something she's not willing to touch until I give her answers.
I promised I'd treat you to a free lunch if the mansion got sold, yeah?
Understanding dawns on her face. The bewildered look she's been sporting changes into something close to delight.
You should have just told us. No need for all this fancy, secrety stuff.
It was supposed to be a surprise. I made a promise, didn't I?
I wasn't expecting you'd really do it.
Well, it's already here. If you don't want to eat it, I'll just...
I begin to gather their plates to my side, the food in it still untouched. A laugh almost escapes my mouth with the way Zach's expression quickly changes to disappointment. He wants the food. Becca's hand interrupts me just as I'm about to pull her plate closer to me.
No, please leave it, ma'am. We're simply humbled by your utmost generosity, considering you're as much of a Scrooge as Ashton.
Don't compare me to him. He's the one who looks like he's about to have an episode whenever he has to spend more than £5.
I honestly wish there's a way for you to see the look on your face when you haggle. Remind me to record it once. I think it's something like this.
She puffs her cheeks and furrows her brows in an imitation of how I supposedly appear. I don't look like that at all. Do I? She drops the act at a flat look I shoot her. Her laughter dies, but the playful gleam in her eyes remains. Sorry about that.
To be serious, though, this means you're gonna be okay now, yeah?
For a while. It just means we won't have to worry about paying for the treatment and the bills. But that's all that matters, right? I mean, we're not yet sure if the new medication will produce better results, but Mama and the doctor said Papa's responding well to the treatment. That's one reason to be hopeful. And with the money, I'm sure it's just a matter of time.
Saying it this way sounds as if I'm trying to convince myself. But no matter what, I allow myself to fully smile, genuine and uninhibited. It's strange having to talk about this with other people, even those who have known you long enough. But today, things simply feel a whole lot lighter with them here. Lunch passes in an enjoyable fashion. A laughter here, a playful jab there, most of it is spent on catching up on the others' new projects or whatever keeps us busy these days. Something we couldn't afford to do the day before, taking into account what happened. Even Becca's surprisingly chatty. Is there something in the sea bass we ate? Vaxo appears less energetic today. While he's far from being the life of a party, he's definitely not the type to keep quiet in a conversation with his friends. Apart from a few inputs, he's been silent the entire time. If Becca notices...
Are you sure you're not feeling under the weather, Zachary?
Oh no.
Huh? No, I'm okay. No worries, Rebecca.
Doesn't sound okay to me.
It's okay. I might be feeling a little bummed out today, but I'm sure this will pass.
Touche, Zach.
Is it about the reviews this morning?
A pained expression crosses Zach's face, and almost immediately Becca retreats in her inquiry as though the man's look is enough of an answer for her. I look between the two of them. Did I miss something? What happened this morning? Did I stumble on a big secret? This is why I don't like waking up late.
You heard about those, huh?
Must be the reviews of his indie movie.
Sorry, I just happened to check on some sites this morning.
Nah, it's a very sensitive topic in the first place.
Oh yeah, the slavery and stuff like that. I think that was that's what his indie movie was about.
I should have expected it.
What reviews?
Becca glances at Dak, her motions unsure, eyes asking for his consent on the matter. Although there's a small desire to keep asking on my part, I don't dare voice it out. With Zach, it has always been better to wait. Let him speak on his own. Becca too, to some extent, although with her, explosions of temper are more common. In the end, he simply answers with a momentary shift of his shoulders, gesturing for her to go on with a tilt of his head.
It's his movie.
That doesn't explain anything. Stop dangling the information, Becca.
Get a fucking clue, Isabella, Jesus!
Zachary, I'm not the one supposed to be telling her about this. At the end of the day, it's still your documentary.
Is it something bad?
Not bad per se. You guys don't need to dwell on it much.
Bad? Listen here. I wouldn't trivialize what those bowheads wrote if I were you. They're ruining other people's jobs.
Yeah, fucking critics, huh, guys? From here, her tone rises in anger. It seems like she's the one slighted and not Zach. A snicker escapes me and I promptly stamp down on as soon as she sends me a hard look.
This isn't a laughing matter, Isabella. Some bowbag just insulted him.
Bowbag?
Calm down, Rebecca. Those are just reviews, and it happens a lot.
I do not ken about you two, but calling the entire film an out-and-out drivel, you're better off watching an educational kids' TV show, and worst 1.5 hour of my life, among other things, isn't exactly a critique any decent movie reviewer would say.
Fucking trolls, guys. Fucking... And you don't need to say that out loud, Becca. Jesus Christ.
If you could call that a critique, did we even watch the same film?
Oh, damn.
Well, maybe I ain't cut out for it. Better stick with my photography or something.
Oh, come on, dude.
If nothing else, this helped me open my eyes to what I can and can't do.
Zach's pretty mature, man.
You're giving up.
It wasn't a question.
It was just something experimental I did on my free time anyway. It's no big deal.
Oh, come on.
But you worked on it for months.
Doesn't look like it matters for those people.
Don't say that!
My palm strikes the table, sending the tableware on top, clinking against each other. I haven't even noticed when I've risen from my seat. But here I am, chest heaving, looking down at him in the same manner a teacher will at any unruly student. Becca's probably proud. I don't mean to tell, but there's some things people like that aren't supposed to say. I get why Isabella is really pissed as well. She gave up on her other dreams just for her current job. So I guess she doesn't want to see Zach go on the same kind of path or something. How exasperating. He, of all people, should know.
If you give up now, how do you know you won't make a name for yourself creating films in the future? It's just a review.
There you go. True that, Isabella.
Except they're pretty well-known critics.
Why does
Fucking
that
cares.
matter? They aren't the ones calling the shots on this. Isn't that why they have a committee? Right, Becca?
An amused gleam is in her eyes when I turn to her. What does she find so entertaining in this situation? Help me here. Your friend's about to quit his passion for a petty reason. I have not read what those people wrote against his work, but a few scathing words shouldn't be enough to discourage someone. I should know. After all, I'm...
Failing means you're playing, Zach. Not that I'm saying it's bad. I've seen it from start to finish, and I know for myself what you created isn't something people should scoff at. I don't know anything about filming or photography. Hell, I don't have an inkling of artistry in me except for those doodles I make for class. But I know what I watched. Look at Isabella. It's not every day you see her all riled up like this.
Whatever I'm about to say gets lost in my tongue as a flush of embarrassment blooms across my face.
It was a heat of the moment thing. And anyway, I'll be very angry with you if you quit. What about the exhibit?
What exhibit?
Classified information.
Even if I bring you your favorite tonight?
Nope, not a chance.
Oh, come on! I thought we aren't supposed to have secrets.
All girls have secrets, Jesus. A burst of laughter comes from that.
Thanks, you two. I might need some time alone to myself for a while. Just to think about things. how I'll go from here, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, that would be good, Zach. Just like Zach, I've been in that situation as well. Starting being a YouTuber and stuff. My first year was really, really hard and stuff like that. As long as you're seeing results, just no matter how small the results are, as long as they're results and you're seeing yourself progressing, and it's enough for me to let you keep going. All right, just keep going, be practical, and go at that passion. Grab the opportunities and stuff like that. Don't give up. Once you give up, it's gonna be hard to get back at it again. So yeah. Anyway, what am I saying?
Hey, I'm not quitting, Bella. Don't give me that face.
There you go, Zach. There is no face at all. Only a poor imitation of a puppy dog size, if you can call it that one.
Promise?
I'll be damned if I break any promise I make to you guys.
Oh yeah.
Besides, you're right. It's too early to say anything right now. What's night ain't for another week.
There you go. And that's all the answer I need for him. From as sentimental as it sounds, there's fulfillment in knowing another person you know won't take the same path you've walked. It's not like it's over for me though. I've still got time. I can still come back, do my own thing, do what I really want to do. See, that's what I'm telling you guys. Once you give up, it's not really over there. It's just gonna be hard to get back on it. But you in any point of your life, it's never too late. If you have a passion, if you have a dream, go get it, guys. Make it come true. All right, no matter how long it's gonna take. Fuck yeah. All right. Surely once Papa recovers, once I'm done with everything. Inside my bag, my phone buzzes unexpectedly, breaking the pleasant afternoon lull. The screen shows Rose.
Hey, Isabella. You at the office?
Ha ha. Very funny, Rose. I'm hanging up.
Don't, I'm kidding. BRC says the floor plan copies are ready for Miss McCullough to pick up.
Alright. She states that as if it already explains everything. Then, out of the blue, she launches a long rant about the awful state of Luxbourne streets, betraying her cheerful greeting. All of which she says in a single breath, that I can barely keep up and make out a single word. I stay quiet, if only to avoid becoming the next subject of her frustration. She's similar to Becca in that regard.
I'm stuck in horrendous traffic right now. Bloody stupid drivers.
When she has finally run out of things to complain about and stops, what she says next still has none of what I'm hoping to hear from her. Just a quick mumbled plea for me to meet the right interior designer in her stead. And then...
Anyway, I'll leave it to you. Bye. Thanks.
Classic Rose. She ends the call without even asking for my input. Oh well, the sky is cloudless and the noontime sun is breaking down on the hard concrete when we depart from the cafe. It's far from unbearable, but it's enough to put most people in a fickle mood or make them vulnerable to catching something. No wonder we have staff members going AWOL lately, not to mention my boss's mercurial moods. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I want our usual cloudy weather back. For all the gripes about the unpredictable weather though, the streets of Luxbourne remain constantly busy. The hurried tapping of shoes against the pavement and inane chatter coming from the lunchtime crowd fills the humid afternoon air. Wow, lunchtime? This is lunchtime already? Looks like fucking... it's dusk or something, I don't know. A small reminder of the things we've yet to do, regardless of how much I want to return to the comfort of my bed. Back to Briar reality for me. Back to a meeting with a magazine publisher featuring luxury houses, and Becca to her lesson plans and books at home. But more than once, I catch her sneaking a longing glance over something displayed on a shop window. Did she want to buy something? Maybe I can get it for her this Christmas. I turned my head at the last shop she checked out. A fleeting glimpse. The world stills. Oh god. Oh my god! Jesus Christ, are you fucking serious, mate? Even here, you fucking bitch! You won't leave me alone! Huh? She looks at me, eyes hollow, gaze piercing and boring into my very soul like a set of chains to keep my whole body still. There are no shadows or whispers this time. Only a plea, a hum, low and indistinct, compelling me, beckoning me, intent on dragging me to the void beyond the glass. Taskete, tulungan mo ako. I don't dare move. My heart hammers against my ribs, each beat, every thump screaming at me to look away and make a run for it. But I can't. I couldn't. All of my limbs feel heavy while my own breathing strains in the face of her calls. Help me.
Leave me alone.
Her mouth is stretched in a grin, wide and unpleasant. The panic building up in my chest forces me to take a tentative step back. I try not to stare at the decaying flesh, the blood streaming from the gaping wounds on her arms and her nailless fingers. I don't want this. Not like this. Not after what I got from what I want for Papa.
No, stop. Leave me alone.
Ew, her face contorts into something twisted and she lets out a wail, sharp and utterly unforgiving. Rage. There is only hatred and bitterness as if every very notion of turning away from her is an offense in itself.
Please! I don't want this!
Before I know it, I'm stumbling backwards, my own throat hoarse from screams I don't even notice already coming out of my own mouth. The back of my feet catches on a loose stone, sending me sprawling on the ground. The resulting pain completely jolts me out of the haze, blurring my mind. For a little while, my surrounding appeared unfamiliar until Becca's face swims into my vision. A look of concern is on her face and her hands are gripping my arms tight. Even Zach appears beside himself, with worry while he stands behind her, acting as a shield against the small crowd of onlookers already forming around us.
What happened?
Bella, you okay?
My mouth opens and closes, but nothing comes out. The words refuse to form. On impulse, I sneak a swift glance at the display window. She's gone. Yet, the foreboding feeling hasn't left me. My hands are shaking as I push myself off the ground, weakened limbs relying solely on reflex and muscle memory. Something icy has made its home at the spit of my stomach. I want to throw up. Anything to get the wretched sensation out of my gut.
You are screaming, having a fit! Zach, call someone!
No, don't. I'm good. I'm good. I need to get to the office. Rose, the floor plans. Someone's going to pick it up. I'll see you later.
Damn, Isabella.
Careful! Don't stand up yet. Stay put, Isabella. Zach, you watch over her for me. I'll call for someone.
I attempt a smile to put her at ease, but it likely comes off as a grimace. Gently, I pushed her hands off my shoulder. My knees are still trembling, but I can't stand. Leave me. Stay far from here. Away. The humidity stifling, everyone's stares are unnerving, and Beck and Zach's concerns are suffocating. I want to be away from here. I break into a run. Holy shit. It's nighttime already. What the hell is gonna happen? Whew, looks like that fucking ghost bitch doesn't really want to leave us alone. And I'm really afraid as to what's gonna happen tonight. Whew, God. Everything was really good. You know, again, this game is trying to drag you into a false sense of security with all this happiness and, you know, little enjoyable things and stuff like that, and then fucking slaps you in the face back again to reality of the horror of that fucking stupid girl and that stupid letter. Oh, wow. All right. I was like, what, an hour worth of recordings? This is probably this is the longest episode yet, but I do hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm gonna continue this in the next episode, guys. All right, guys. Oh god. Oh, I just noticed Yang Yang Mobile's plushie logo is here as well. So anyway, thank you so much, guys, for watching this episode of The Letter, guys. Things are still kind of interesting. I'm kind of getting attached to the characters now, you know, like knowing their situation and stuff, especially Isabella. If you can see the relationship here, right now, actually having a bad relationship with Rebecca in a way, because I kind of, how do you call this? I kind of said something about Ashton or something. I don't know. But so far, our relationship with Zachary and Marianne is going up and stuff like that, as well as Ashton. So we are good there. All right. So again, thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.